Hey guys, hope you're okay. I'm just going to do a quick video whilst I put my peel off face mask on, and I was just wondering, like, anyone else get really disheartened when you're doing like your savings? So I'm on the bathroom cabinet, so I've actually got you inside the cabinet while I while I put this on so I can balance. I just feel like every time I get somewhere with my savings, life is just life in way too hard for me, and then I end up emptying all of my folders. And obviously I'm lucky that I've put the monies in the folder to start with, and that's what it's there for, isn't it? It's there for us to use when we need it. But I always feel like a bit of a failure whenever I have to empty it sooner than I thought, or if I have to take something from a folder that, that wasn't allocated to what I'm actually going to be using it for. I always tend to feel a bit like guilty, as if like I'm stealing or borrowing, but it's all my money. But life is like been life and hard as always. But in the last couple of months, we've had to get a new iron, a new air fryer, a new phone, a new vacuum cleaner, a new car. What else was there? A new hairdryer, a new humidifier for my son's room, so he needs that with his asthma. If his room gets too dry, it's not good for his chest. And a new car. How can I forget the car? New car. And now we need a new bloody washing machine. And I don't post loads of cash videos like some people do it every week. I just don't have big amounts or enough like in the monthly budget to divide it into 4 weeks so I can get one done every week. So a lot of my stuff in and savings challenges I don't actually film, because I don't want to bore you with like £15 here, £3 there, just checking it in as I go along. But yeah, for the car and everything else I've had to just empty all of my savings, and just paying for uniform for the kids with their clubs and everything. And now we need a new washing machine. This is beyond repair. Yeah, I just literally do not have the money for it. And my daughter's she goes like a youth theatre club, and they have a performance in the Millennium Centre in Cardiff. So we have to pay, obviously we got our usual dance school fees, we've got to pay for them to participate, pay the centre for them to participate, and then we got costume hire, and then obviously the costumes you've got to buy. So I just have to buy her black jazz shoes, tights. My friend's giving me her daughter's leotard that's too small for her now, so I'll fit Pixie perfectly. So we're all nice and we help each other out with uniforms, but I just feel like just is one thing after another, and I never get like a decent amount of anything saved. So, and obviously because of my health, I've had to give up my job, so I've had my last paycheck from that. And with the new car, I had to use savings to put down a deposit and then go with Motability. So I'm using my PIP to pay for the car. So I don't even have that sort of money, coming in now. And I'm just like, oh, like, life just life in. We can't do anything on finance because we have an IVA. Like, that is under control. That's like a manageable amount. We can do that. But I just feel like looking at all my folders now, like emptied again, and I had to start again with the savings. So I think the only thing I didn't touch was my 50p jar. that has £76 in it. The penny savings thing, that's on like, I want to say £87 or 86, something like that. There's 80 something odd pounds in there. But obviously that's all in like loose change and everything. So I don't want to touch those until next year, because I want the penny savings thing is going to go towards Christmas this year. And now I only have 20, I want to say 20, yes, £22 in my Christmas savings binder. I have £45 in our holiday binder, and we are going on holiday in September. So we need to get more savings in that. And I think I have £30 in Sophia's dance school thing. So the classes and lessons come out of direct debit. But and obviously I've ordered things online now and whatnot for the uniform she needs. But they are performing in Disneyland Paris next year, so I need to start saving for that. And I just don't know how I'm going to do. I'm just so worried that I'm going to have to dip into all these folders again. And like, I don't want anyone feeling sorry for me. Life is what it is, you know. Maybe I shouldn't like have my kids do these clubs if it's a stretch, but I don't want them missing out just because I'm too ill to, you know, work proper amounts. But yeah, excuse the state of my top. I'm gonna dye my hair, so I've just got my old top on from a charity walk I did years ago. So yeah, I mean, just anyway, I just wondered if anyone else feels downhearted when they're saving, like they just go in nowhere. And I know that's what we save the money for. We save it there to use for these things, but then once it's like out of my folder, even though I have the replaced items, then instead of being like, look, I had that there, I replaced the items, we're good, all I see is empty folders, having to wipe off all the trackers, and I just feel like I feel useless. I feel, yeah, and I don't want to feel like that. And I can just see my pictures gone wonky on the wall, which pointing but there, I'm pointing the wrong one, that one but there, you can see that's wonky, unless the house is wonky. No, I just think is that, yeah, it's not lining up with the, anyway. Yeah, just wondered if anyone else ever feels like that. And I'm watching all these videos about BBMU. So like most of the budgeting people I watch, I do watch a few in the UK, but most of them I watch that know of me, that like interact with me and have purchased my stuff from Ko-Fi or my freebies and stuff, they're all like US based, so they pop up more like on my timeline algorithm, whatever you want to call it, on YouTube. But lately it's showing me more, even though I do hit the bell for like for all notifications for the people I follow. I guess it's just more America, so they just like, the UK ones are just being hidden, like I'm not getting to them in time. But the few they have watched now are all showing like all their goodies and their hauls and they go off, like the BBMU, I think it's like big budget meetup. But the first I heard of that was like just before it was going to happen, so I'm guessing tickets were sold out and everyone sounds like they had like a great time up there. So I thought that might be nice, something to do next year. But then it's saving for that, it's paying for the tickets, don't know how much they are. If you want to stall there, I bet that's going to be expensive. Then getting all the inventory and stuff made, which is like fun, but can be expensive as well. Traveling up there, hotel there, spending money for when you're there, because you don't want to go all the way up there and not spend you. So every time I want something to look forward to, I'm just like, not gonna happen. And I don't know if it's like, I do suffer from depression, like, you know, proven clinical depression, not just, oh, I'm just feeling a bit sulky or down, like, you know, which that's fine. I know that is bad too, but you know, I do actually have clinical depression. So I don't know if it's just me having like a really bad day and just being tough on myself, or just, yeah, I just wonder if anyone else struggles, because everyone sounds like so happy in their videos, and great for them if they are. I'm like really pleased and everyone's doing so well. I'm like so proud of everyone. But yeah, I just wondered if anyone else did ever feel fed up of having to put on like the happy voice online and be like, yay, you know, if anyone else is like secretly struggling. I'm not secretly struggling, I'm like openly struggling. I don't keep it a secret. But yeah, so this video isn't for anyone to like, you know, feel sorry for me or anything. Life is just life and it happens. But yeah, I just feel a bit disheartened. I feel like I'm not doing enough. I'm doing the best I can with what I've got. But yeah, I'm not feeling it. But I don't want to give up on it, but I'm not feeling it. So if anyone else has moments like this, please let me know that I am not alone, because yeah, I really feel like I am. I feel like everyone else is just acing it. Everyone else is just flying by and getting multiple like big decent, challenges done. They got like proper sinking funds and month ahead binders, and and like several game days a week, and or sometimes someone puts into like 1 week, they're just like, oh, it's not much, when you got this today will be like all I can do in like a month. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing enough, I'm not doing well enough. So yeah, anyone else is feeling like that, please let me know. I'm hoping no one else is feeling this shit as I'm feeling, but you get what I mean. It's just nice to talk and find out. Try and work out what I'm going to do with this now. Anyway, yeah, that's all, folks. Yeah, please leave me comments. Love you all. Bye.